Hello all you out there in YouTube land, this is Trans8010 and I'm back with another action figure review. For those of you who may not have known or cared or lived under a rock in the collecting community in the past, let's say 9 months or so, one particular item was released and it has taken the community by storm. Originally these things were extremely hard to locate, but now that they're popping up in Toys R Us's all over the continental United States, and I think they're starting to show up abroad. And of course, what I'm talking about is the Legacy Morpher from Power Rangers. Taking a nice little close-up of the box, it's very, very similar to the original 1993 box of the Power Morpher, except it doesn't have the Blade Blaster this time around. Maybe we'll get one in a future Legacy release. So here we have a nice little window box that gives us windows into each of the 4 power coins: Mammoth, Saber-Tooth Tiger, Pterodactyl, or actually Pteranodon, Triceratops, and of course, nestled right in its Power Morpher is the Tyrannosaurus coin. As you can see, it's very, very shiny inside the bubble. You can definitely tell it's die-cast metal. And I really do love the lightning bolts emanating from the bubble itself. Really does give an illusion of power and something very, very nice. That was very similar to what we got in the original Power Rangers boxes back in the day. Really do love the really bright green and the shadowing of the forest green up top. Really, really nice. Of course, on the side of the box we have a little advert for the Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger in stores now. Very easy to find, but back when the first versions were released, he was kind of a toughie. And of course we have some nice little product info, and of course that one cool famous story that everyone should know by now. Now as you can see, my box is still sealed, so I haven't tampered with this at all. Taking it out of the box is very simple. Everything is housed in this very nice little vacuum form tray. No more styrofoam for us, folks. Actually, I think the original Morpher was in the vacuum form tray as well. Yes, it was. It actually was. So, forget that little reference. And everything fits really nicely and can come out. And since it's very collector friendly, if you don't feel like displaying this on the shelf, if you'd rather display it in the box, everything will fit very nicely back in and you can display it in the box. And once everything is taken out of the box, as you can see, it does look pretty nice. The die-cast metal really do give it a nice heft to it. Doesn't feel like a child's toy at all. And the silver paint around the die-cast really does give it a really nice shine. No more stickers. These are actually tempographed on, which is a nice little printing process. People call it painted on, but it's not really paint. It still does feel like it's a label. It's just plastered on there. And of course it can be removed from the buckle itself. The buckle, a lot of people have complained that it isn't very show accurate, but it doesn't bother me as much, and it does have some nice little details to it, albeit they're kind of bland. But they do give it a nice little distinguishing characteristics, I guess. The Morpher itself, of course, this is what everyone's been clamoring for, is very nice. It's got the same dino egg-shaped design from the Genesis series of Kuro Sentai Zyuranger. It even has, as a sticker I should say, the original little 5 colors here. Although I have to say that the blue actually comes out a little bit more of a violet as I'm looking at it. It still looks a little blue from the camera, but it really does look violet on mine. So I think that could be a change from version 1. But we'll take a look at that a little bit later. Stickers are not placed on there very nice at all. It's a little sloppy here, but I'm not really going to complain too much about that. The handle itself is also made of die-cast metal, so you don't have to worry about it snapping off, which I don't think was ever really a problem with the originals. And of course there is a very nice Zyuranger Z and other details on the back. Just makes it a little bit more of a nicer presentation. One thing I can say that I do agree with a lot of the naysayers is the interruption of this little design for battery replacement instructions. Like, we don't know how to screw in batteries as adults. I mean, this is marketed to 15-year-olds, not freaking 5-year-olds. Plus, who's going to give this to a 5-year-old anyway? Of course, now, removing the handle, back down, very hefty handle, we do look and we see the little on-off switch. And this, my friend, this is what we've all been waiting for. This is where the fun truly begins with this piece. So just flick it on, and you hear the communicator beep. That is awesome. No one expected them to ever put this in here. No one ever expected them to put an on and off switch, so that's just awesome by itself. But having an on and off switch is just a thing of brilliance, because think about it. Whenever you heard that communicator beep, the Rangers were needed. So it's a precursor to just activating the Morpher. It just feels so natural and just common sense for them to put this in here. It's just brilliant. So now, depressing the button, we will activate the Morpher. Yeah, I'm speechless too. That is just really amazing. And what's really, really cool about it is a lot of people were almost afraid that because of the heft of the die-cast metal, it wasn't going to fling open like the original did. But it does. I mean, it flings open with such speed and ferocity. I mean, it just simulates the awesome power that these devices originally had, and it is just awesome. And of course, you can interchange the Red Ranger coin with many of the others, and it's actually just very simple. The little Z isn't just a decoration itself. You can also depress it, and it pops out the coin. As you can see, two little posts pop out. That's just very cool. Very, very, very cool. And taking a look at the coins themselves, they're all very much similar to the original Bandai coins that we got in 1993, but they are also die-cast metal. They are 10% larger than the original coins, and they have a backside to them. In this case, it's the classic Mighty Morphin Power Rangers trademark. And I gotta say, a lot of people were expecting the coins that we had as kids, the ones that were seen on the show, of the newer golden color, but I really do love the weathered look to them. It's got a very nice weathered wash to it. It really does make these coins look really ancient, because these things were 10,000 years old. So That's just a brilliant, brilliant move on Bandai. And it gives it a little bit more authenticity to it, if I do say so. So we have the Tyrannosaurus, the Pterodactyl, the Triceratops, the saber-toothed tiger, and the mighty mastodon, or mammoth. And of course, just placing the coin inside is easy as a snap. That's it. And now you can morph as your favorite Power Ranger. Another thing that's really cool is, like the genesis of Power Rangers, the original Sentai series, Koro Sentai Zyuranger, you can also plug in your Morpher backwards into the buckle. So that way you can do that really cool Zyuranger. Dino! Bakla! And I think it's also cool that when you pull out the handle, it automatically ejects the Morpher. That's just pretty cool itself. I really, really do want you guys to hurry up and pick these things up, because they're only going to be available for probably around to the end of the year, and then they're probably going to disappear and then skyrocket in the secondary market. So if you really do want one of these, I would suggest you hurry up and pick one up now. It is fantastic. It is perfect for the Sentai collector. It's perfect for the Power Rangers collector. All in all, it is just awesome. Oh, and did I mention that you can actually wear this? That's right. There is 2 clips that can actually clip onto your pants. Really, really cool. Another reason why you need to go ahead and get this. This is Trans801, and I am signing off.